Well, hi everybody. Welcome on back to my channel. Today is going to be a fun day. This is episode 2 of my mobile home touring series. If you haven't seen episode 1 yet, it's on my channel. Check it out. And it's all about my living room, dining room, kitchen, and entryway. But today we're going to have a little bit different tour. So we have a 3-bedroom home, and 2 of the bedrooms we use for other things besides just plain bedrooms. One of them is our TV / Butch room / dog room, but really it's Butch's man cave. So I'm going to show you that. And then the other one is my spot. My grandchildren call it my she shed. Sometimes we call it my prayer room. Sometimes we call it my hangout room, but it is my spot. And so we're going to show you that too. And it's going to be a lot more about the kind of decor that I love, which is, as you know, put what you love in your home, y'all. And whatever that is, whether it's trendy decor, whether it is memories of your family, or just surround yourself, y'all, with things that make you smile and make you happy, whatever that is. Okay, enough of this chatter. Let's get to the video. Okay, so coming down my hallway, so here's the thing. We made a little TV room back here in this back bedroom, and so I thought I might show it to you. It's not what I had really envisioned, but it's turned into a Butch room. He got busy decorating as soon as he set up camp over here. And by set up camp, y'all, this man homesteads over here, right here in this corner. This is his spot. And so he kind of got busy decorating with all the things that he loves. Anyway, let me just take you around the room a little bit. At first, I had kind of thought to try to keep it simple, decorated in here. But being honest, I love what he's done. It's his spot. And he's surrounded himself with the family and his memories and all the things. So I'm cool. I'm really cool with it. And it's our sitting place. It's one of my happy places. Hey, y'all, I know you've got happy places that you love to sit and relax and be with family and everything. So please leave me some comments about where some of your happy places are. When I come home from travel teaching, one of my happy places is this big old gray theater chair. We got this. This is my side, so to speak. We got this at one of those, I don't know what you call it, closeout warehouse things. I don't, it's like Overstock, I think was it. And so, yeah, you might note we don't have any couches at our house, and we didn't plan it that way, but when they wore out, we just opted to get chairs. I just didn't really want to fool with a couch, being honest. Plus, I don't buy anything that's fabric anymore because of all my animals. This is leather, but it's kind of I don't know what it is, but it is leather. It's not suede, but it does have a brush to it, but it washes right up, reclines all the way back and all that. So anyway, I'm going to start over here. So this is our family memories wall, and I have not decorated for fall yet, but Butch, back in whenever, found this stuck in a closet somewhere, and even though it's a pumpkin, I love that it says thankful and blessed, because we are thankful and we are blessed. Every year I do one of these family memories posters, and back here in this room I switch them out from time to time. I've started in 2008, so that was a long time ago. And these are just pictures. This right here, you'll see a lot of these things. Yeah, a lot of this came out of our restaurant that we had, Butch's All-American Barbecue. By the way, this is what we had on the pardon me, on the wall, Butch's All-American Barbecue, the storyboard. We built it out from nothing. And so we have all these memories. That was when his smoker came in and all that. Opening soon, then these pictures down here are us building it out, and then opening day. So that was an exciting time for us, and we had it for 5 years. We closed it when Butch had a heart attack. Y'all, owning a restaurant and running it is for young people. Working 80, 90 hours a week is for young folks, but he loved it. He did great. He even got an award. I apologize for the glare coming in there. I did paint the walls in here. This whole entire house had this brown thing going on, dark beige and all that. And I said, I gotta lighten this place up. So we have kind of a, I don't know if, I think it's a lemon is the name of it, color on the walls. It has brightened it up a bit. But anyway, y'all, this table is just literally ancient. I have had this all my married life, and that would be 50 years. And it's been painted 500,000 different colors. It needs to be fixed right here and repainted, but it's just a little old black table. I'll tell you where I got it. My grandfather used to run, he lived in West Virginia, my mother's dad. And he always had a flea market going in his garage. And he was always buying and selling. And he gave that to me and 2 little end tables to go with it. Wow, had to be in 1973. So yeah, I love it. Of course, he's a Kentucky fan. Yes, he's from Kentucky. He bleeds blue still, even though we've been out of Kentucky a while. So there's that. Now over here, he had a really good friend that he played football with that ended up being a sports artist. And he did this beautiful artwork. It's all about Kentucky. It's called Catnip. It's, their University of Kentucky was the Wildcats and all. So he did that and sent it to him. He loves that. He actually did this thing up here too, which has to do something with Butch's High School. I'm not exactly sure. Valley Station, Kentucky. And then down here he did that. This is Butch and his mom, and then he put his Kentucky hat up there. So that's his artwork. That's his commemoration to the great school of University of Kentucky, and he loves it. All right, so this is us. So I used to do Grammy camps when my grands were little, and this is one that I did, and we just did all kinds of crazy things, me and that granddaughter there. And then here's one I did for my grandson. Man, they're all grown up now, y'all. I don't know how that keeps happening. This I had in my studio, my brick and mortar studio for years and years. It's called the Music Room. This is a puzzle. And my mother-in-law, Mama, was a puzzle worker. And she made this puzzle for me. And I hung it in my studio. It's really big. And I always appreciated it because later in life, she got to where she had macular degeneration and she could not see hardly at all. And so she had to stop doing puzzles and a lot of things. I don't know how long it was after this puzzle that she couldn't do them anymore, but I keep it. She passed several years back, so I keep it because it reminds me of Mama. Loved me some Mama. And then we're going to move over here. This is Butch's little stash corner. Do y'all have stash corners? I mean, I have to admit, I have a few things in my stash corner too. It's hard not to. Well, we picked up this little thing at the thrift store we went to the other day. That is on my video, on my channel. If you haven't seen it, it's up there. It's called Thrift Store Shopping, and it was our date day. And yeah, he loves trucks. He's got a red Ford 150. He thinks all trucks should be red. That should be a law. That's way red pick 'em up trucks. These are just some of our little trays. And of course, there's our TV. But right here, this is this is what we had on our window when our son was in Iraq. Between 2005, I think, and 7 or 8, something like that. And he was a third ID. So we had yellow ribbons on every tree in my yard in Atlanta during that time. Moving over here, this is a family pic. There's Mama sitting right there. That was her 89th birthday party, and she did not make her 90th. God rest her soul. All right, so this is something I had up in my studio. My daughter-in-law did for me. That's my logo. My brother did that logo for me. It's beautiful. And he stuck it up there. I might put it in my music corner. We'll see. These curtains, I don't even know. They came with the house. I have just never changed them. This is our dog area. They've taken over this ottoman. I vacuum it and clean it now and again. Most of the time, this is their spot. Don't look at the window. If you can see the dog smudges, they look out that window and they love it all day. They've about tore up the baseboards, but I don't care. This is their spot. There's all their toys. In fact, we kept the cushions when our couch gave out. We kept the cushions that went with this ottoman, and that's their dog bed. So I just soon use that than go out and spend a bunch of money. Now this little chair I think is cute. I kind of got it for this little corner, so that when our grandkids come, we pull it out, pull that chair out, and put it here. I got it off of Amazon. It's just one of those little, I think they call them club chairs. Y'all, that is so tiny. I mean, you have to have a tiny hiney to really sit in it. It's not a child's chair. I mean, I thought it didn't say it was a child's chair, but really and truly, I got one tiny daughter-in-law that loves that chair, but being honest, no, the kids love it, but it's just gonna sit there. It's used for kids. Our honeys are not that tiny. I'm just gonna come right on out and say it. This is Butch's heritage wall right here. Of course, that's his mama and daddy. And right here, this picture probably was taken about 1957 or 8. Because this is Butch's mama and the boys. It's his older brother. This is Butch right here. I mean, really, is that not the cutest little old kid you ever laid eyes on? Look at that vintage car back here in the background. What? Yeah, we all had those kind of things. Yeah. So over here is Butch's dad and his brother. And then over here is my husband and my sons. So what this is a wall of Walker Boys. Walker Boys. Here's the original. Wait a minute. Here's this generation, and then there's this generation of Walker Brothers, and then there's this generation of Walker Brothers. And that's what that's all about. And then over here we got grandkids that he loves. She did a little thing for us. Art thing. And then here's my grandson got put in the paper when he was playing t-ball or whatever that is. He's 15 now, so yeah. Oh my goodness, life goes by quick, doesn't it? I do have a really nice big closet in here, and we keep everything you can think of in here. Games. Used to keep all my grandkids' toys. They don't play with too much anymore. But I do keep some of the things for them. If I got rid of that little pink house and my youngest grandchild's 9, that little house right there, they'd all have a fit. They don't play with it, but they remember playing with it. I love that kind of stuff. Don't y'all love that kind of stuff? I really do. I like this little clock, y'all. It's kind of a bronze kind of thing. There used to be a place called Kirkland's. Used to be in the malls and stuff, and I loved going there because you could get really cute things like that for not very much. Like you could pick something like this up for like $20. And then as far as more Butchisms, I'll show you some more. Look here. Hunters, fishermen, and other liars gather here. Yep. Now he took this picture of me and the kids back in the day. See, here's what you do, y'all. When you're at the beach and you see your husband pick up a camera, you take your youngest child and you strategically place him right in front of your backside, and you're good to go. Because you never know when your husband's going to have a picture blown up and slap it on the wall. That's been on every house. And these children right here are now 48, 45, and 42. And you know how old I am, so I used to be embarrassed by that picture. But now, being honest, I'm right proud of it. I just might put it in a more prominent place. A fisherman lives here with the best catch of his life. You better know it, baby. Just kidding. He is the best catch of my life, and don't you forget that. Eat, sleep, fish, repeat. Yeah, and this is one of the fish he caught many years ago. It was like the state record in Alabama. It weighed 10 pounds something, and I remember that my daughter I had my daughter somewhere around that time, and she weighed more than that fish. She was like 10 to 8 ounces, and I decided I worked harder than he did to catch that, but that was just a little rich. All right, y'all, this has been fun, but this is Butch's spot. And this is one of my happy places too. We do a lot of sitting in here together. We laugh, we talk, we watch YouTube channels, y'all. We sure do, and we love some of the channels that we watch. All right, well, I'm gonna be back in just a minute because I'm gonna show you the she shed that is my room right across the hall. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, we're back, and now I'm gonna walk across the hall from my man's man cave and come over here to my little spot. Now, I call this I do call it my prayer room. I fixed up my bedroom for me to have a little spot. And y'all remember now, I don't have children at home anymore. My grandkids are growing up and all that, but I just did it because I wanted a spot. I don't want to give the impression I'm some kind of holy person or anything. I just love a little spot to sit and reflect, and sometimes I just come in here for peace. But here we go. Okay, first of all, I've always had a nautical blue room because my mother, it's in honor of Mom, and here she is right here. I have a picture of her. This is my sweet parents, and she loved blue. She loved blue in any form. Decorating with it. Listen, y'all, at one house she lived, and she had powder blue carpet through the whole thing. And it was kind of a funny story. When I got married, I was so sick of blue. And I'm not against blue, but I didn't want it in my house. And she tried to talk me into it. Oh, don't you know blue is peace? Oh, you don't want that green. I loved green. And back in 1973, when I got married, it was hunter green. Y'all remember that? No, wait. Avocado green, harvest gold. That was what we were doing. So we kind of had this little thing. It was a little thing of my independence. Mama don't want blue in my house. Well, yeah, when I got older, in commemoration of Mama. So that's that. I used to have a big queen-size bed in here, which was solid white, a really pretty vintage white bedspread, and my grands slept in it and had sleepovers and all that. But I decided hardly anybody was sleeping in that bed, so I decided I got me a little twin bed. I got it on an estate sale. Y'all, it had never been slept in. It was in the plastic. And we paid $50 for 2 twin beds with them. Box springs came with them. We donated one to a charity place that we try to support here in town. This one, I just put it sideways, like put it right up against the wall, and it sort of kind of makes a day bed looking thing. So there it is. This quilt, I absolutely treasure it. It was my mother-in-law's, and when she passed, I got it. I really went up there and grabbed it in Kentucky, but I was so happy that I got it because I just love it. Y'all, in case you haven't figured out, I like color. I gotta have color. I'm just one of those kind of girls, but I like a wow factor, and that's kind of the way I am, and that's the way I decorate. These pictures right here were fun. I don't know if you all watched the thing, the other mobile home video that I did. But I talked about Old Time Pottery in Atlanta. They used to have one in Mobile too, and I don't know where they got their stuff from, y'all, but I miss that place because these were so inexpensive and they were good, kind of beachy looking, peaceful. I don't even know what I paid for them, but I was pleased to find them. They were these are all of my grands when they were the same age. I don't know what that is, 3 or 4 months or something like that. They're all grown up. This is just an old chair that I've had for many, many years. I don't even know where I got it. Just hanging there looking all sheer and everything. Letting light in. I love light. This little tiny table, I got it for about $15. And you can tell off of Amazon, we just put it together because this is a tiny space. But I'm looking for a little vintage something. I don't know, little something there. So I just put a few things on it and so forth. When the kids come, they do sleep on it. And then we do a blow up. Speaking of this little rug, I just wanted something kind of cozy comfort in here. I wanted to walk in here and really just feel like I was in an oasis. So there it is. I got this at Walmart for $50. I'm just going to come right out and say it. I think that's a great find. It's kind of a got a shag to it, not too much, but it really goes well in here. And now this little wicker thing, I had a whole set of children's wicker. I guess it's vintage or something. I got it in a thrift store one time, but I mean it's not plastic. It's not plastic, but I got rid of all the rest of the little things. I mean, I had a little baby carriage and all the stuff when the kids were little. And this is my praying spot right here. And I snuggle up in this. I got this old barrel chair. Look at there, from the 40s. It's not too clean, being honest. For $25 at a yard sale. So I sit there and enjoy myself. It's where I meditate on the Lord and read my word and do all the little things that we all have places like this. This is some stuff I got one time. I got a whole stack at a place called Jenny's Antiques in Mobile, Alabama. And they had a whole stack of serving dishes only, although they had these little salad, whatever you call them, salad plates. But most of all, these are not dinner plates. There was like 15, there was platters. Here's one right here. They had like big platters. But these came from England, and I got a whole stack for $15. And I just love them. This set right here was my grandmother's. It's real pretty. I can't remember the name of it. I got some junk stuck in there. But it's a whole set with roses, pink roses. It's porcelain. This part is. It's really, really fragile. And I've got this slated to give to my granddaughter, whose name is Kathleen Rose. We call her Katie Rose. That's her when she was a little baby. She's all grown up now. But I definitely want to give that to her because it's got roses on it. This old chest right here was my chest of drawers when I was a kid growing up. I don't know where it came from, probably grandma's. It needs to be refinished. Y'all, we're terrible about doing stuff like that. I just don't get around to it. It had a vanity that had the same features on it. Really pretty little thing, but it wore out a long time. Now here's the thing. When I closed my brick and mortar studio, I keep calling it that because it was my fixed location I paid rent on a year and a half ago. I probably donated several $1,000s worth of music. I certainly didn't bring all that with me. And I got rid of a lot of stuff, but I don't have a place in this house to have an office, so to speak. So y'all, I got my printer right here in the corner on top of this box, and my laptop just charges in here. I can take it anywhere. Hey y'all, look at this piano thing I found. I used to have it in the studio. I found it at Salvation Army for $10. Of course, it's an old CD holder. And you can put anything you want in it. Don't have a ceiling fan in here, so I just keep that up there. But anyway, I made this closet, which used to hold so much other stuff, sort of my what work things I still use is in here. I love this closet. It's really, really, really deep and holds a ton. It's a deep, deep closet. You can get 3 people standing in here, and I stand in here. Now, my husband has got it on his honey-do list to build me shelves, 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 shelves to get all these bins up. I got rid of all my file cabinets that had lots and lots of music. What I have kept is in, I don't even have file things here. I just got the Post-its for music, whatever, what I still use. Well, that's about it in this room. You know what, being honest, I kind of feel like I might just go right on over there in that corner when I sign off and have myself a little minute to sit and just rest and be thankful and give myself a minute before I move on to whatever else I'm going to do this day. Well, that was fun. I hope you enjoyed it. Well, here I am in my spot, in my blue room and in my prayer room / Linda room, and I'm just going to sit here and have a little peace before I get on about my day. But thanks so much for joining us. And please feel free to subscribe, give me a like, hit the bell, do the thing. Y'all know what it all is. And keep those comments coming. I just love to read them. Y'all just encourage me. And by the way, you guys have been giving me something to smile about every day. I just get the biggest kick out of reading them, and it blesses my heart to hear from you. So please let me hear from you. All right then, well, y'all be blessed today and find something to smile.